Is it going? Hello, let's do this. Wow, that's loud, ain't it? Check one, check two.
Check.
How we all doing?
Check
Good.
1, check 2.
Check one, check two.
You feeling the flow?
I'm feeling the flow.
Okay.
I think we're live.
We're live?
in a second.
Yes, we are live.
Hit
We've been
that
live for 15 seconds, it says.
Yeah, time to hit that magic button.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh. GarageBand is not coming on. Doggone GarageBand.
What do you use GarageBand for?
Well, this is what we record everything
Okay.
Yeah, garage.
in a garage.
Hello, everybody.
That way we can boom.
Our 32
Nope.
people. Hello, 32 people.
32
Hey,
people.
friends.
Welcome to podcast number. I don't know. I have no idea, actually. I'd have to go back and look.
I think it's 231, 232, something like that.
But since
Nice.
we restarted the podcast, I don't know the exact number. But I'll check that next time.
Very good.
Oh, there's a lot of people just popped in here.
Yeah,
Hey, friends.
It went from 32
Wow.
to 173.
Hey,
Yeah, we
guys.
give
Lickety split.
leave this, but all right.
Lickety split.
Here we
What's
go.
up, everybody? Oh. Flight.
That was nice.
That was very nice.
Dude.
Dang,
Well done,
Jeff
sir.
Poole.
Hey,
he,
Jeff.
he just upped his game. He's really going to be.
Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hey,
Jeff.
appreciate
So-
that.
Hi, Jeff.
So we
Hey.
just got to see Jeff less than
Yes.
24 hours ago.
Yeah, last night.
The episode you guys are going to be watching this Friday is us finally getting to enjoy the new Star Wars pod racer pods as tiny whoop kids.
Yes.
And we
it's
had a bunch of good friends over.
oh my goodness, it's amazing.
I'm just glad they're off the floor.
Yeah, dude, to see his relief to see him up
Oh,
hanging
man,
above us.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I'm happy they're up there too. And if anyone hasn't checked out the content recently, we've been for the past about a month and a half maybe been working on the big 20-foot B-17, and then also these Star Wars pod racers,
Mhm.
which has taken the kaleidoscope that we got to build with Jesse Perkins and repurposing them to kind of bring new life back in them because they're starting to fall apart.
Right.
And they're better than I could have pictured. Just to
Oh,
get to
man.
fly through it for the first time and see it through the camera, it was absolutely incredible.
And, yeah,
So,
you were saying that I haven't gotten to fly through it just yet, but I will.
yeah.
And but just you sit down on one of the couches,
Mhm.
that there will be no more meetings happening there because
It's-
we won't get anything done because it
it's-
looks phenomenal.
It's literally, you look up and you just see Star Wars in your face.
Yeah,
It's
Star
really cool.
Wars, LEDs, mirrors.
Yeah.
I mean, even those little wires, the light wires. I don't even know what they call them.
Hey, Bjorn.
It's awesome.
Right,
Dude.
right.
It's phenomenal.
Who's that?
Bjorn, he said, Josh, say hi. So I said, hi.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. You don't have to highlight the
JP
comment.
Hughes. Thank you so much
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for the
thank
very
you.
kind gesture.
Hey, Josh, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Does that look like soap?
It's the mixture of the
Okay.
coffee. I got to clean the injector for the water. So
Okay.
the ratio is just a little bit off and it makes it
Well,
foamy.
I washed the cup out and I'm thinking, man, I
No,
couldn't.
it gets bubbly.
All right. Bubbly.
Let's just hope.
Hey, soapy
So-
coffee.
If I start blowing bubbles, you guys all know.
Look, B. Jordan said E. I don't know
E.
what that means.
Boy, Jorn
Yeah.
I don't know.
Klawakowski.
This is therapy for me. Typically on
Yeah.
a Thursday, around this time of the day, people start rolling into Edgewater,
Yep.
and we get to go outside and fly with them. You know,
Mhm.
after 5 o'clock when our day's done, and it's just a really special time, and it kind of keeps the heart of why we do what we do alive.
Right.
I really appreciate you guys tuning in every week. I
Oh,
know
yeah,
we're
for
kind of
sure.
just all over the place with topics and stuff like that, but guess what? That's who we are. But I love getting to engage the community. So thank you for that.
Yeah, 100%. Also, just so everybody's aware, that since you guys are here earlier, some people come for the beginning, middle, end, etc. But this is actually going to be the last time that we post on the main channel for our podcast. So we're actually going to be shifting gears and actually starting to funnel people to the FTCA YouTube channel, which will be going live with the podcasts each week. The new FT Life channel as well. Will be in an area, and then also like we have here the Flight Test Facebook page.
Yeah.
So those are going to be the three apparatuses that you can find us on for all these podcasts, both on Tuesday and on Thursday. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
make sure that you check. If you're not a subscriber of any of those channels yet, make sure and go do that. And you guys can find us there next week. Starting next week, that'll
Yeah.
be happening Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, and Flight Test Life, that's the one that we really want to get people pushed
Yeah.
towards. That and the FTCA.
Well, and I'm loving the new format gives us the ability to kind of pull back the curtain, and I've been loving it.
Yeah.
But the one reality too is boy, if you have suddenly one day a podcast, next day like a video, people get confused. And
Mhm.
Flight Test Life is really going to be where things that we want to share with the community, but we can't put anywhere else. That's going to be where it falls.
Right.
You're going to get to see John Overstreet, designing and test flying airplanes. You're going to get to see behind the scenes stuff of what
Jesse
we do.
crashing them.
Jesse crashing them. You're going to get
Love
to
you,
see us doing crazy, weird antics that just can't go on there.
Right.
Our end goal is, yes, to celebrate the hobby, but also to showcase what we've been blessed with and what we want you guys to hopefully be blessed with too. And that's just an amazing group of friends and family that get to do life together.
Oh,
we just happen to fly planes.
Right. And kind of a milestone for the Flight Test Live channel. It has 102. I just looked it up, 102 subscribers. So we just popped over that 100 subscribers, which is awesome. So
and then
thanks,
the
everybody.
FTCA, we're creeping up on 10,000.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you.
I'm
friends.
gonna post here in the comments the FT Life page for them. If you can't find it when you just type in Flight Test Life, well, that's because it's a new channel.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna have to go type that into the search bar on YouTube and then go to the filter right there, and go channel, filter by channel, and it will should pop up either the first page or the second page, but it should pop up to the top now. So you should be able to find that there. But yeah, I put that.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So Jesse just said,
hey Jesse,
the comment about the camping spots for Flight Fest. We're actually they'll be they're going to be different because of the what do they call it? The health inspector lady. Yeah, we're working on that, but they're going to be big enough for RVs and stuff like that. It's just it depends on how wide we need to make them, and if we're going to go all the way out to the road and whatever.
This is because you're my logistics guy. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to make a statement.
Oh,
but if we have where we fill it up because of the crazy weird requirements of spacing, I guess we're just going to have to use Edgewater as the overflow, right?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, as long as we can use the bus to
transport them. You know what? That was a set, and you just spiked that ball.
Oh, yeah. We will get the bus. We will get the bus up and running.
Oh,
actually,
my God.
The bus runs well.
The bus runs really well.
That's great.
Yeah, I got a bug out bus, by the way, friends.
I've got a license to
yeah, you have a CDL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that you're not going to be busy running the event.
Well, that's right.
No, you absolutely. He does nothing there, right?
Eddie Black is the one that runs the event. He's in charge of all the volunteers.
The volunteer coordinator.
Are we allowed to tell the backstory of the bus?
I don't care.
I'll get in trouble.
100%.
Who are you going to get in trouble with?
Okay,
you're the boss.
Mudfest. We'll figure out somebody. Don't worry.
That 2017 or
I think it was 2017 or 18. Yeah, something around there. It was the first deluge of just terrible, terrible rain, and everybody was stuck. They had to move people to the church parking lot and ultimately to the football stadium. Well, logistically, you can't do golf carts and have that volume there. So, good old Mr. Fury knows a person that works for the school, and they happened to find out that there was a bus, and it would be more. First of all, it wasn't possible because we would have had to book a bus driver, and a charter bus way ahead of time. So me and my infinite wisdom, it's like, let's buy a bus. And there's a gentleman there that had all the licensing and requirements I didn't know about.
It's kind of like we bought a zoo.
Right, exactly. And I'm known for this, by the way.
Yes.
We'll talk about California in a second. You almost spit your coffee out. You got a problem, you got to fix it. You just sometimes roll with it. So
California.
So for $1,500, I bought the coolest bus in the world.
It is a nice bus.
It is a really nice bus.
Sick.
I mean, it is legit.
It sat for what? I mean, over a year without starting.
Over a year and a half, and it just fired right up. It has a motor, only 75,000 miles on this bus. And long story short, let's just say when you make a choice to buy a bus without talking to anyone about it, corporate, it's sometimes confusing.
Yeah, right.
So, you bought a what?
I had some explaining to do, but you know what? Here's the cool thing. At the end of the day, the end goal is to get people's tushies and their airplanes from point A to point B and still make sure they have as much fun as possible.
Yes.
Corporate understood that too. It's just, I'm kind of known for weird things. And later on down the line, we had this bus and we had to get rid of the bus. And I'm like, I'm not letting go of that bus. I love that bus. So I bought the bus.
I bought the bus.
And that bus, if you look at Edgewater, that is the bus.
It's still, I mean, it's just up there at a manufacturer.
Yeah, it's at the manufacturing plant.
And you know, I've been thinking now that we have the hot wire foam cutter and I've been cutting all this stuff, I'm like, I could totally insulate this thing and precision cut.
All the things.
Party bus.
So actually, paramotor bus.
Things will happen. Let's just put it. Things will happen with that bus. When they will happen, nobody knows. But things will happen.
I'm kind of a pack rat, okay? And I got 120 acres. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
he's also got 120 model airplanes in his office.
We're gonna fix that too. We'll talk about Bixler's basement in a second.
That's right.
But hey, thank you, Ronald. By the way,
he's asking
he said if I fly my Cessna there, how do I get around, and what airport do you recommend?
Oh, that's a great question. So Carroll County Airport is an awesome little airport, 15 minutes away, and a lot of people that come to Flight Fest and fly in, they fly to Carrollton. So I forget the identifier. I'm sorry, but it's awesome. And at Carrollton, they have this little restaurant that makes the best breakfast, but also pies. Pilots fly from all over and buy pies and take them home to their spouses and loved ones. So
why are we not doing that?
I know.
TSO.
We need to get down there
Thank
for the
you.
pies.
Yep. Thank you for that.
Yes.
So yeah, all the pies are amazing.
Hey, John's got an awesome idea for the bus
cabin to stay in.
Yes.
You know what? We could do that. So
mobile cabin.
The reason I bought the bus and I didn't want to let go. Number one, the drivetrain and everything, although it's an older bus, is just ridiculously good. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to just have an excuse to pack it full of people and friends and paramotors and toys and then go somewhere. But that would be really funny. I think we'll get something better than a bus to have people stay in. Just say it that way.
Oh man!
But so should I give like the 30-second synopsis of what I did in California?
Yes, right now.
Because this is a ramp up. By the way, the bus was after this.
Okay.
But when we went to California and it was Vallejo, California.
Yeah, Vallejo, California. Yep.
We had an agreement with the manager that everything was going to be beautifully manicured and mowed. We approved the place in the winter, and he's like, well, don't worry, by the time spring comes or whenever we did, I forget what the season was. Yeah. The place is going to look beautiful, and it'll be flowers planted and all this stuff. We show up, and I kid you not, the grass was like 3 feet high. The manager locked himself in his office and would not answer the door and not answer the phones. So we just took action.
Did you bust the door down?
No, but you better believe I banged on it. The guy, okay, I'm just gonna say it. He's not listening. He's a coward. Shame on you. But you know what? We adapted and overcome. And we were down there like 4 days early, and we couldn't find anyone like lawn services that would say, hey, would you mind cutting, a whole racetrack of grass down and make a runway and stuff? We went to a
This is before I arrived, by the way. I was coming like 2 days before the event.
Yeah, it was. We burned so many calories. We bought weed whippers, and we bought a lawn tractor.
You bought a John Deere?
No, it was a Cub Cadet. And we still have it to this day.
Nice.
And matter of fact, if any of my California friends went to that event, they most likely signed it because that was the thing that they all signed was the tractor. We went through 3 sets of blades, and we mowed that place and set it up and just took over. Like, you know what? We're going to do this ourselves. Dang. Well, we bought the tractor. We used it to have people sign because we loved, instead of like the banner, they signed the tractor. And at the end, when we loaded up all our stuff, we picked up the tractor for us and put it in there. The first thing that was seen when they opened the door was this tractor with all these signatures over it. And the blades, we would hit something and bend the blades, and we didn't like take it back and do it. We would literally have someone pick it up, tilt the tractor 90 degrees vertical, change out the blades, slap the thing down, jump on it. To this day, it still runs like a top.
Yes, it's good.
Tractor 1 year. I think the following year was the bus. I cannot wait for this year.
Yeah, you don't know.
Be afraid.
You have no idea what could be.
Yeah, you got to come to Flight Fest to see what we buy.
Oh, goodness. Hey, we didn't buy anything last year.
No,
bought.
That's true.
We bought some straw from the farmer.
Yes, we do that every year. I feel like
it was
that's just part of it.
Time.
But what a great way to start off a podcast to talk about buses and Cub Cadets and Flight Fest.
Well, and do us a favor, friends. I love getting to share the story of why Foam Board. We love telling stories and we love sharing things. If there's something you want to know and ask from any of us, we would love to share that. So this is as much your show and your time as it is ours, and we want to engage. So
absolutely. And I think that this is definitely dish soap.
You know what's funny? You're gonna laugh at me. I am really tired, so I caffeinated up. You're gonna be happy.
Why?
I filled the Jeep cup with a little bit more. Do you want this?
Let me finish this.
Okay, you finish that.
Heck yeah. Dude, I've had coffee that you've had to chew. Come on, a little bit of dish soap isn't going.
Why would that be a good idea?
Oh my
what, chewing coffee?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That's
sometimes you got to do.
I see someone jackassed Flight Fest West V2.
There it is, Jack Lugliani.
Not this year. Yeah, I do miss going to see everybody.
It is nice. It's kind of like it's a little odd because it's its own duck, because we want to go out there. We want to see everybody.
Oh, we'd like to have Flight Fest everywhere.
Yeah, we'd love that. The
100%.
unfortunate part is there's a lot of time, effort, money, and just resources that go along with putting that kind of event on anywhere else, or even here, but anywhere else but here.
We love it, and inevitably when we do it, we drop the ball somewhere else. So
right.
It's crazy.
The opportunity cost is somewhat high.
Yeah.
Which is
so,
okay.
Crazy stuff. Johan, is that Johan?
Johan, what?
Norris?
Is that our Johan?
No, it's different.
Okay,
Johan.
we have a dear.
Well,
friend,
he
Johan.
is our Johan.
He's our Johan.
He's a Johan, but part of our Johan.
Right.
Johan, my family is doing awesome, and I get to see him every day because they work here. So thank you for asking, man. They're doing wonderful.
So Jason Newbrig actually messaged about some other person's question. So Frizz FPV, would I be able to pick your guys' brain about having some sort of support for a Marine Corps build event I want to do?
Email me.
Yeah.
Frizz FPV, email lee@flighttest.com.
Yeah. Is it Marine Corps?
Well, of course.
I'm trying. We had another gentleman, and I'm still dear friends with him, and he has an amazing story. But I believe he was a Marine as well that did build events in a hangar. So I love that. That makes my day.
Wonderful. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about this Flight Fest in the Netherlands, Nederland?
Yes, please.
I would love that.
Oh,
Daniel Vinnick,
yeah?
Are you inviting us? Do you live there? Like, what? Do you have a flying field? Let me know.
Friends, stay tuned for the next couple of months, especially with this. I know we're kind of scatterbrained, but there are so many things going on behind the scenes. I'm giddy.
For sure.
Just so many things. There are doors opening that we don't deserve, and there's also just people coming into our lives that just really care about the vision and everything, and I love it. So,
it's almost as if God's opening the floodgates.
No apology about it. He is.
Yeah,
he is.
He's opening them, and we just have to be good stewards of what He's given us, not idiots.
Yeah, that's a convicting statement.
Yeah, right.
And you're absolutely right. It's crazy, but the past few weeks have just been an amazing outpouring of just amazing people that love Flight Test and want to see it grow and want to help. And you guys know who you are, and I can't wait to share some of those stories.
Yes,
indeed.
Again, Frizz FB says, "You guys are amazing. I will be emailing you shortly."
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you for your service too, buddy.
Yes,
we will be answering you. I will be answering you, I guess, if you're emailing me. Probably next week.
There you go.
So Bob, how you doing, buddy?
Hey. Bob, he's a huge volunteer. He's one of Eddie's go-to guys.
Yes.
There's a lot there. So, hey, hit the one with
Sponzi?
Yeah. So the Flirkin plans hit the FTCA yesterday.
Yes.
So they are for sale in the FTCA. Now, if you are an FTCA member, you already know that there's a coupon code. Which I was kind of alluding to.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah. So the plans are $12 normally. Spectators pay full price. Aircrew pays half price. So aircrew at $6 and spectator is $12. Well, I gave everybody a $6 credit. So that made aircrew
for the aircrew.
Yep.
And half price for the spectator.
And half price for the spectator.
And by the way, friends, spectators are free.
Spectator, you can join for
free member.
And I think the perks that have been coming out monthly for spectators are still just incredible. So,
without a doubt.
Thank you to our partners for that too.
Yes. So I mean that's going to be the way in which the plans are going to be put out there. And now Spawn's put up there he has the free STLs are now available to download. To print all the Flirkin plywood accessory pieces too. Absolutely. You can, but if you don't have a printer, you can buy the Flirkin short kit on our store.
And the short kit is basically just ad foam.
Yep.
You get the push rods, you get the plywood pieces. There's two different thickness plywood pieces in there. And everything you need, you just basically can take the plans, some foam, and you got what you need. And, there's going to be a lot of, reconfiguration on the store now, which I'm excited about because there is a category and it's going to be built out quickly for scratch builders. And that's where the short kits are going to go.
It's the building materials tab.
Yep.
There's also another another tab that we are just unveiling today, and we're calling it.
Wesley's working really hard on that.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Bixler's Basement. And Bixler's Basement, you got to go check out Bixler's Basement.
Yeah, come over to my house. It'll be fun.
Yeah, don't say that. But Bixler's Basement is basically our clearance section We got a lot of stuff that we maybe some are a little bit older, or we're overstocked on some other things. But it's definitely there's some great deals in there.
Yeah, like the whole last call on certain places. You go to any online store, you have that. Just go check it out. You just never know what you might find.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's changing all the time. I'm sure.
And they didn't ask my permission, by the way, for Bixler's basement. They just knew my basement so well, it instantly came to them that they name it Bixler's basement.
Listen, I asked Lee at lunch if he got the sign off from you, and he told me he did.
You know what? You guys?
No, I didn't.
You're not
you
allowed
did.
to
I asked you.
No, I didn't. I
did. Did he know about it?
Oh no! See, that's different than saying did you get sign off?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I will technically make it better.
He does know about it because I said, "Hey, Josh, we're going to call it Bixler's basement."
Yeah.
I told you letting him name the tutor and the flirkin was bad idea. A bad idea.
It gave him an ego. Now he's
on top of the world.
Man undone, out of control.
Yes.
So, well, the funniest thing that made me laugh and why I couldn't reject it was the amount of truth in it.
Yes.
Right.
My basement gets to a certain stage where it's like, you know what, I got to do something about this basement. And then typically what I do is I load up the planes in a trailer or something, I bring them out here, and then we use that to give to people that need it. But, so you guys are going to find a lot of things that with great values that will be fantastic.
Hey, can we post? So I can't even say it.
Come on.
Can we post the A10 Warthog for $5,000 on there? Is that a possibility to do a clearance sale for that sucker?
Oh no. Okay, but listen, there is.
Oh my God, you guys are out of control.
There's going to be a couple special items. We need to put an auction tab on it. It won't be the. We'll have to. I'm thinking out loud here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to be the like another tab. But to auction the A10 Warthog.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Is that truly a thing?
But
I was just kidding at the time.
But I think that should go to FTCA.
Yes,
let's go to something noble.
Yeah, let's do a tab on the FTCA site.
Well, then also we have an auction on another product. I cannot name it this time.
You're not allowed to name.
No, until Josh gives me the okay.
Okay.
But it is a hot item that people are looking for. That flies at night. So we'll just say that.
And there's only 2 left in the universe.
There's only 2 left in the world.
Yeah, and I wanted to make it 1, but I think we should do the noble thing and give them to the Pepple.
Yeah. No. All right. So here's I just have to say because it's hilarious. Okay. It's Ohio, raining, flooding. Must be getting close to Flight Fest.
Dwight, you know it, man.
Well done, Dwight. That's a true statement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So right now the water is up to the main bridge. And the main bridge is kind of the restriction point for Edgewater. So Hugo Run that runs through Edgewater, there's about probably a 3 to 4 foot difference of one side of the bridge to the other.
Well, wait, did the
bridge rattles right now?
But have you checked it lately?
Yeah, like when I drove over it, it was hitting the side of the bridge.
Okay,
and it's already like the river on the one side of the bridge is almost 200 feet wide in some areas.
I seen that. I'm wondering if Stefan's gonna be able to get out.
I don't know.
Listen,
you're gonna have to live in my basement, Stefan.
Listen. I'd have all the things I'd need in the world. So it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a good one. John Becker says, I really want to do a build event at a local Wing Masters Club in Dayton, Ohio. John, let us know if that's something you're trying to do in-house in terms of like your own products and stuff like that, or if like you're looking for a product line to do stuff with. We have obviously all sorts of different things that could help out with that. Specifically, the stem side of things, we got the tenant just to launch, and so the Flurkin would be a great one, a fun time there. Depends on who's there, but let us know what the plan is for that.
Yeah, I saw something up atop around this current thing. It's about the B-17. Do you see that right there?
B-17. Which one are you talking about?
Someone want to know if the B-17 is going to be painted.
Oh yes.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. So Nicole, hi. It is going to be painted.
I went to school with Nicole Miller.
Really?
Yeah, I doubt it.
Right now we're just finishing the airframe, and then once we're doing that, the next step is going to be electronics and the fasten everything together, and then we're going to fiberglass the whole thing, and then we are going to paint it. As far as what color and scheme we're going to paint, that is yet to be determined. So, but it'll be fiberglass and then it'll be painted.
Steve says, I know an auctioneer. We can do it live. Well done, Steve.
Yes. Touche.
Bring it on in, bro.
I saw a previous comment about a Tomcat. If there's ever going to be a Tomcat in Flight Fest, it'll be from our good friend John Overstreet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got the F-16, F-18.
Yep. And he actually did an F-14 Tomcat with the sweep wings and stuff. But that mechanism was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but knowing him, he'll revisit it. So
wasn't it somebody that took a F-14 and an A-10 and smashed it together?
That was John's friend that did that
and flew it at Flight
Yep.
Fest.
Yep, and I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to lie about this. I thought it was one of John's crashed F-14s. I'll have to ask him.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or, F-18, something like that.
Mhm.
Here's a random question. Laud dude. Do barbecue skewers help strengthen built-up foam spars?
That's a good question. I mean, I guess they would if you put them on the top and the bottom,
Yeah.
like nested them, and
Right.
then just made sure the spar and the outer surface of the wing sandwiched them and just stagger them a little bit.
Yeah.
I got to imagine that adds some strength.
Could be some sort of strength there.
You know, honestly, what I think would add more strength and it'd be easier is just when you run tape from wingtip to wingtip on both sides.
Ooh.
That works really well.
That's a great point.
That was a trick we did on the old sturdy birdies and the Duraplanes back in the day.
Sturdy birdie.
Sturdy birdies.
This might be I mean, you might be able to answer this, Josh, but this might be a Wes question too.
Ooh, the Fat Shark 101. How
Is that-
versatile is the Fat
Is
Shark
that one of
101 radio?
the
It's one of the
radios?
things on our yeah.
I think it is.
It's an FR Sky radio. That's a West question. Support at flighttest.com.
Yeah.
How versatile is it?
To what flight maneuvers you can pull with it?
Well, I mean, you can pretty much do any flight maneuvers, but I'm trying to think, does it have the trim features and like the dual rates? I don't think it has those features because it's mainly meant for a quadcopter.
right. Yeah,
So-
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I would say if you're flying a small drone, because I believe the FR Sky protocol is what it takes.
There you
you'd
go.
be fine.
It does not have any trim
Yeah,
buttons. and
no
stuff
trim
like that.
buttons. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for aircraft. I think quads would be just fine.
Yeah.
For it. So it's a good little radio.
Hey, thanks, Steve. I'm getting used to these podcasts while I'm getting things done around the house. Appreciate the extra continent. Like, no, I think he meant content. He probably did text.
Voice to text.
Yeah, voice to text,
That's
like
all
you
right.
always do.
Yeah.
He's crushing
So
it.
I love it.
Steve was out last night at Edgewater too,
Yeah.
and man, his skills with a tiny whoop.
Are they crushing it?
Oh my golly, yeah. Whenever we do our main event here,
Mhm.
it's gonna be some pretty fierce competition.
Yeah.
These guys are really good.
We're
I'm
looking
telling
at
you.
trying to do that sometime here, and I believe sometime in March.
March, yeah.
Yeah,
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, he said voice typing.
that's it.
Love
That's
it.
right.
That's
That's right.
So one really cool thing. Speaking of tiny whoops,
Yes.
this is coming out. It's going to be late March. Is hopeful for the stem.
Yeah,
whoops.
that's the we're currently it's almost done. We're already almost all the way through February, which is great.
Well, yeah, I mean, any day now that the Chinese New Year should be wrapped up.
Yeah, most of them are wrapped up. So
Okay.
we're just waiting for contact from his
Yeah.
suppliers to Jesse. And then from then we're pretty much off to the races. So however
Mhm.
long it takes to get things ordered, sent, shipped, and packaged and sent to us, right?
Yeah.
So it's just from there, it's pretty much just logistics.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep everybody posted on that. But yes, hopefully sometime in March we can have a tiny whoop, flight test tiny whoop available to the
Yeah.
masses.
And it's going to be focused towards the stem, but it's
Yeah.
still
Right.
a great little. You're messing around with it yesterday.
Holy cow, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to remember off the top of my head. Awesome Sauce motors. So they're brushed, but they are not weak motors.
No.
Mm-mm.
Awesome Sauce motors, the pinch camera, and if anyone knows Jesse's pinch camera, the colors I put it on, it was just ridiculous. Low light
Oh,
and
yeah.
decent normal light. It's just vibrant and everything's popping, which with a tiny whoop, that's what you want. You're
Right.
exploring. You want the world to just come alive.
Yeah.
And I forget the name of the controller board. It's a beautifully built machine. And then on top of that, we're working with Radio Master. It's going to be a Radio Master 8. What is it? The
T8 light.
We're
T8
looking for the
light.
T8 light. Yeah.
T8 Lite
Mhm.
and a set of FPV goggles.
Those right there, right?
No, not these ones are the ones we're going to be bringing in, but I don't think it's this goggle exactly.
No,
right?
I think it's going to be the goggles from Beta FPV.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is one step up from the Beta FPV.
I like
goggles.
those goggles.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
amazing. So we had to play show and tell because, by the way, I get so excited. I come in here and I forget to bring stuff in. We have just kind of opened up a new chapter with working and playing with Radio Master more.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, before you do that,
Yeah.
the question for Spawns
Oh.
about the tiny whoop.
Yeah.
Can you share? It's
Yeah.
going to be sub 200 with everything you just said.
Yeah. So
At least that's the plan. Yeah.
Mhm.
Radio Master controller, not a toy. The tiny whoop that's built beautifully is a battery, charger, and goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it all?
Yeah.
Under $200.
Yeah. Everything that you need.
Yeah, just under $200.
Yep.
But it's ridiculous. And the things we put these things through is just
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We were racing around, and it's not like an Inductrix. It's not like the old little entry-level drones. We want these to go into schools, but also with the amazing ability these kids have to learn quickly, we don't want it to become boring. It has to be something that can grow.
No.
So Wes has been working with other people, and I forget the name, so I want to get them right later. Different modes will give you different levels of advancement, different bang angles you can go to. I was just screaming around here, and it was maxing out my skills. So people will have plenty of level to grow with these things. But
Right.
Jake and Trevor are writing the curriculum.
Yep.
I know you guys are just crushing. I can't thank you enough. But
yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a really great way for entry into the hobby, entry into this for schools and homeschool groups and after school programs and camps and summer programs, whatever, what might have you. And also I think my favorite part about it, no beta flight, no programming, absolutely no program. You turn that sucker on, you bind, and you're flying.
Yeah, no computer.
No computer.
And
great.
And the kids get to build it too, which is cool.
Right. There's a build element and all that jazz. So
we don't want to just unbox it, take the toy out, and fly it. There needs to be experience. You need to touch everything and put it together. And I'm excited, friends. Just seeing these things go into schools, but see them not be a gimmick. See them be real, where kids can learn from it. They can have fun, but also for the hobbyists, you can come to an event where you want to race, and you could take one of these and you could race with it.
I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, someday, right?
Yeah, someday.
By the way, Lee. Oh wait,
says, will there be an option to buy just the Whoop for the folks that have a TX and goggles already?
Yep.
Correct.
And you know what? Next week we'll bring it in. I'm sorry, I didn't grab it.
You were going to say something that I did?
I saw you flying a gremlin today.
Oh.
So we had a meeting, and I called it rage flying. Lee says, I'm going to fly that. We got to get the webcams up here, man.
I haven't flown FPV, a drone, a quad in years. Years.
So he picks up the gremlin, and Wes just finished tuning the gremlin, and this is the Zorro, by the way.
Yeah.
We're going to be carrying these on our store, so we were testing this out. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. The best $100 you could buy in a radio, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a 4-in-1,
and
all the protocols you'd ever want and need.
Compact. It's just elegant. I love it.
It's super nice.
So we obviously want to test it out. Wes tunes this gremlin. Lee's like, I'm flying that, and you helped him. You should know.
I did help him a little bit, but here's the thing, I'm gonna apologize, but I'm not gonna apologize the way.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. He picked it up. He put it on. He turned the controller on, armed it, and he went like full throttle into the pod, and then
this
into
is
the
after I had to wrestle it out of your hands.
That's fair. But still at the same time, so he's on edge. I don't even know what's going on in his brain. But so we had absolutely zero confidence that he was going to be able to fly this thing effectively.
I'm sorry about that, Lee.
And we're like, oh, this is going to be great. So he goes outside, puts on the platform outside to fly it around. And listen, you can't see this, but there is 100,000 inches of water everywhere.
There's like a raging white water stuff going on.
White water. Like to get a canoe, you go down that thing.
Oh.
And so
and it's windy.
Yeah, yes, that's why you stay in the air.
All the above. And so he goes out. He's like, I'm flying this thing. He's got goggles on his head. He's ready to go. Wes walks out. He's like, I was going to fly down the river. And then he just pops it up, flies the entire battery, flies it back through the door, lands it on the ground.
No, he lands it into my B-17
into his B-17 wing. Yeah.
Yes, it did.
And done.
Dropped the mic.
And walked away. It was insane.
He did awesome. And I feel bad because I leaned over when I saw him outside on the deck, and I heard Wes giving him counsel. I was like, it's going in the river.
That's what he tells me. Josh tells me that.
And I feel bad. I'm convicted. I'm sorry. I'm not a good friend sometimes.
But here's the thing. All you had to go off was that insane crashing scenario. That was it.
I didn't.
It was like flopping around.
Oh, yeah. It was like a dead fish.
It just wanted to murder a puppy.
It did. It was violent too.
It was
very violent.
That was awesome.
It was crazy.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
He came back. In a blaze of glory. It was awesome. It's fantastic.
You're doing good, man. You know what? Don't stop flying quads. We need to get the whoop in your hand so you have a whoop to do, and then you're gonna love those pod racers.
Yeah,
because right now I don't think he loves them.
I
as
don't.
much as we do. So.
They're cool looking up on the ceiling. I just didn't like stepping over them.
Wesley, good old Wes, who just talking about. He says it does run emu flight for those who wish to tinker, but it's ready to go out of the box with no configuration needed. So, like Josh mentioned, you can grow with this Tiny Whoop. And Jesse has had his hand in every little bit of this as well. Jesse, Tiny Whoop mastermind. So make sure that you grab one when we get one because they're gonna be great for people.
No puppies were.
Jason Uber.
That has to become a sticker.
Oh, that's
look at Steve, drones are therapy. You can fly them how you feel.
And he did.
That's fair.
Yes.
He definitely did. There was some rage and anger, and then
rage
just
flying.
excitement and like elicitation. It was all. It was great.
Yeah,
It was great.
He's much better now.
Yes.
Hey, I saw a comment earlier about the nanoflurkin.
Yes.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
Wait for it.
What are you looking for?
I thought I brought one in. I was going to say,
Oh.
no, we broke all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I was going to bring in the pieces.
we'll find. If I find it, we'll
I
get
think
to
someone
it.
asked when the nanoflurkins come in. We're going to start shooting the build video tomorrow for that. So
Ooh.
I told everybody the end of the month, so
Yeah.
you have 11 days.
not much time. So
Yeah.
by the way, I figured something out. So I'm just going to redesign a couple things if you don't mind. And I'll have to just build a couple more models.
Oh goodness.
Words he
that's
loves to hear.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to say hello, gentlemen. Hey,
Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hey,
Hope you're doing well,
Brian.
buddy.
Thanks for joining
Thanks
us,
for
buddy.
the kind gesture there, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there, look, it's Matt. What's up, Matt?
What is happening?
Nice.
Stretch.
Hey,
brother.
Stretch McGee. Love that
Hey,
guy.
Matt, you better let us know when you're back in the area.
Yes, please. When are you coming to Edgewater to see us?
Yeah.
We
Well,
need-
don't come now because you'll need
Yeah.
water wings and it's cold. But
Do you have a canoe?
yeah.
'Cause if you have a canoe,
no,
it'd be-
don't tell people to put canoe in there. They'll die.
Oh dang.
Oh, that's right. You'd be going
That'd
way
be
too
bad.
fast.
That bridge should be renamed the meat grinder with what's going on there because
The meat grinder.
yeah.
You'd need almost like a hovercraft, like to get around out there. Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
You need a scuba gear right now to go
Oh, right.
because that thing is just up there.
That's a very true statement. So, what else we got going on around now town
you
here?
just started talking about the line of products and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
new things that are happening.
So this is not in yet. This
Mm.
is not in yet, and this you got a special order. So sorry for letting you guys down. No, I picked them.
You
No, I
can't
wanted.
have this.
Well, it has my name on
I know.
it.
You also can't have that.
We have. If any of you guys have been following Radio Master, the Zoros are coming out, and we're
Yes.
gonna be bringing them on. Awesome. It's not even an entry level transmitter. It's just a good transmitter.
Solid.
So solid transmitter. And
I'm sorry. This is funny. Are you saying it's not Edgewater now? It's in water.
Well done, Michael.
it's underwater.
Yeah, oh, there it is.
Oh
It's
my
underwater.
golly.
That's
Okay.
phenomenal.
All right, continue.
I'm loving
I
this.
know.
These guys, we wanted to bring a budget goggle back,
Mhm.
and we were finding. And Stefan, God bless you, man. You found this
Mhm.
Yeah,
through a
through a
connection.
friend of a friend of a friend, like a
Yeah.
You don't
acquaintance.
have that many friends.
No,
He
you're
has
right.
lots of
Sorry,
friends.
guys.
So,
But an acquaintance, a friend with acquaintance to an acquaintance, and then we kind of got working on stuff. So
we wanted a good goggle for STEM, but also for people getting the hobbies,
Mhm.
and we also wanted to partner it up with something like our little tiny. Look at this little guy.
That's
And
awesome.
This is our
All in
Cadex
one.
Ant all-in-one.
Yes.
25
12.
to 200 milliwatt, right?
yeah, 25, 200, 1200 TBL.
If you do run it at 200 milliwatt, make sure that you keep airflow because it will melt the hot glue would fall off in midair if you don't. But David Jester actually made a holder that can be
Yes.
it rubber bands on. It's really cool.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's real cool.
those STLs will be coming out soon. But this little guy, if you watched our video 3 or 4 videos ago, you saw me test flying the Tenant with FPV on it.
Oh yeah.
And this is the goggle I was using.
Mhm.
Has true diversity. Charges with an 18650 battery
Mhm.
included in the kit. USB-C.
Yes.
Charges through USB-C.
Wait, those are 18650s as well.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Here, let's open up. Yeah, 18650.
Dang,
I know they're everywhere.
yeah, they're coming into our life.
Yeah, and I love them.
Yeah.
and because I hated when the goggles didn't work. But auto search feature, true diversity, DVR. This thing is awesome. Even if you're not putting it up to your face, you can kind of prop it because I was always big on versatility.
Mhm.
You know, where like pop out the screen. I didn't realize I was complaining for nothing because it's sitting on the ground when we were doing the whooping.
Mhm.
I'm just watching like, oh, I guess that does work. So
yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
You just make a 3D printed
yeah.
stand and pop it on there. That's
Is,
awesome.
is it a Fast Shark goggle? No. Is it the DJI goggles? No. But is it
Mm-mm.
under $100 and stinking awesome?
Yes.
Heavens, yes.
Oh,
so,
can you use the goggles with glasses on your face? Rob's asking.
We'll find someone with goggles and put it on. It's pretty narrow, so I think that would be a little bit difficult.
Yeah,
What do you think, in your opinion?
yeah, you'd have to have a pretty small face.
Yeah.
I feel like I doubt that's the case,
Yeah.
but we will test it out for you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's wide enough for
I have a
glasses,
pair
to
of
tell you the truth.
glasses in my office.
Hey, what about the camera? Is it DJI goggles compatible? John's asking.
Yeah, no,
No.
DJI air units only work with DJI.
Yep.
So, and Cadex makes those, but no, they're not cross metal. This is 5.8, and but this little guy here is very similar to the pinch camera, super vibrant in color, 1200 TV line camera.
Mm-hmm.
The antenna is really, really solid. It actually has smart audio, which for the quad guys, they can spin it better, but you have a lot of features that open up through your transmitter.
Right.
So you can put on a little quad as well. And it's not a, it may be affordable, but it is not cheap. I'll just say it that way.
No, yeah, and that's a great point. It's a great price point, but it's also just got a lot of features on it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a quick thing, Matthew Allen asked, is it true diversity?
Did you do that?
What? I've been hitting the gushers hard. Don't blame me.
Listen,
And the boxes are still there.
Did you leave for a snack or something, man?
No, I left for a minute because I got soap tasting it in my mouth. And I'm having flashbacks of when I was a kid.
Stefan, you and I were having a moment.
Yeah, we were.
And he just slaps down these gusher boxes.
yeah, you know what?
I'm sorry, I ruin everything. I don't fit in.
You don't fit in here, misfit.
Don't come close.
No,
You're fine.
Matthew Allen says, is it true diversity or antenna diversity? It's actually true diversity. There's two receivers in there, so which is super nifty.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we wanted to make sure that was an actual thing. So
I'm happy you answered that because I remember diversity and it was a better diversity, but I forgot the difference between
exactly.
the two.
Yep.
So.
And I didn't know that until we started working on these goggles. So you learn something new every day.
Makes a lot of sense too, because we took this little guy here. I forget the wattage we were flying all the way to the road. I think it was 25.
You were flying on 25, I
Was it
believe.
25?
That goes all the way to the road.
Yeah, we went all the way to the road and stuff. And yes, you go behind trees and guess what? It got a little staticky, but it was just insanely good. So yeah, really big fan of these goggles. I think they're going to be a really good thing for people getting the hobby that don't want to spend $500.
Yep.
This and this, I think are going to be comboed for like, is it 109, Stefan, when they come in,
So I think
or even cheaper?
I think it's $114.99
140
For both of them.
for both of them.
There
I
you
think
go.
so.
Because
Yeah.
this by itself is like $34.
$34. Yeah.
$34.99.
Yeah, and if you buy them separately, I think it's $125.
Yeah.
If you get them together, that'd be
Save $10.
$115.
And if we're wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Please do not say, well, you said. No.
we'll let
might
you
be-
know.
Join the
all-
FTCA and we'll give you a coupon. Here's a perk for you next month.
Right. There you go.
Sorry.
Perk it.
But yeah, no, this is phenomenal. We're trying to find some really good tech that, although it's affordable, is not compromising in quality. And our partners have really been stepping up. And speaking of partners, we were talking about this.
Mhm.
We're excited because in the near future, we're going to be having people coming on the show from different industries, different people we work with regularly to share their knowledge.
Yeah, we're gonna find people within the industry, friends, like you mentioned, all these good things to make sure that because we're not experts on all things RC. We have some expertise in certain little areas, but at the end of the day, there's so many more people out there that have knowledge that they can actually articulate that knowledge well, that you guys can understand it, and that are experts in their industry. And so we want to have those people on to share that, to showcase that. Obviously, that helps the community way better than we ever are going to be able to do that. So it's gonna be a great find for everybody.
Do we know everything? No. But are we blessed to have relationships with people that know so much? Yes.
Yes.
So that's awesome. Rora asked if where can I find the mount for the CADX Ant all-in-one? Wesley, if you're listening to the show, which I'm pretty sure you are, can you get with David and see if that's done and what it'll take to get it on the downloads?
Yes. And then on top of that, Matthew Allen's saying what Ben's question was earlier. This goes back to the B-17. He has, how are you handling the bigger services, receivers, servos, and long runs on the big B-17? Redundancy, satellite accuracies, S-bus, etc.
Pretty much nailed it all. So what we found with the 12-foot B-17 is we didn't just put one receiver and all these long wires and connection points going in. We actually had multiple receivers. So what we'll have this time is the exact same thing. We'll have pretty much 4 receivers in the wing, and it makes electronic hookups so easy.
Right.
And then we'll put a servo and a receiver in each elevator. So that way, even if you lose one or the other, you'll still have it.
Right.
And then one in the rudder. And the redundancy for the rudder will be in the motors with differential thrust. And then the 2 receivers in the elevator will be good. The odds of losing both of those with separate batteries is going to be very slim. And then having 2 in each wing. So
that's great.
I think it's going to be really well. And then if you follow along on our content, you'll see that in this video, we're doing spar testing. It's amazing what foam core wrapped in fiberglass can do. Yeah. And poor David has just been pouring his heart into glassing these spars.
Which I did hit with the that was part of the.
Oh yeah, you did hit that.
That was the first. That was the first part.
That was the first part of the Gremlin.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't hit you with those spars because they were sticky.
Yeah.
They're all covered in resin.
Yeah. No, he was moving and grooving. He pretty much hit anything and everything in the shop, actually.
It made me happy.
I almost hit myself.
At
Yes,
first,
you
I was
did.
like, "What is
You
going on?" And it's a bright part of my day now, Lee. So thank you.
It happens.
Yeah,
You're
it
welcome.
was really good.
Man.
But yeah, that's what we're doing with the B17, and we're in the content. We're really going through that process too. So as we get closer and closer, we'll be showing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to Rora, by the way. Thanks. I bought 2 already and was working on my own mount.
Nice.
So thanks for the support there. That you're gonna love. You're gonna love that camera. So
they're fantastic. And you'll see that you have this little tiny receiver plug that you can plug it right into your receiver. And if you're gonna go full power, go into a BEC.
BEC for the win, right there, everybody.
Just to get the full.
Also, Iman Sati, why free plans for Mini Scout are not available anymore? Really want to build it. They should be.
They're there.
They're there somewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll take a look on that here later. But
Well, I'm sure Sponzi's going to.
Spons will pop it
he'll
up
pop
there.
in and say something.
He always got that on live.
Yeah, because Spons has done a tremendous work with that whole section of the forum with the resources.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tremendous.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dan. I mean,
Yes.
not only are you making beautiful plans, but you're just making it easy for people to find and making the whole experience on the forums even better.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
For sure.
Scott Murphy, any plans on making a Master Series long easy?
I don't think I've heard John talk about a Master Series long easy.
No.
But he did make a Master Series Shinden that was supposed to be test flown, but he wasn't able to make it down there at that time. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see how that test.
Hey, when are we going? When are we going down there? When's he coming back
he's
up?
coming to see us, and I think it's gonna just be short notice. So I think the next
How
plan
short?
is, like,
A couple days.
yeah.
Are we just gonna look in? Hey, there's
Yeah,
John.
how you doing?
John arrives. He just comes in on a boat.
Right.
Hey, let's see. Is that a P Vacro? Hello from the Ukraine.
Hello, P Vacro. What's
Hey,
up?
Hello, P Vacro. We're praying for you guys. I know there's a lot
Mm.
of just uncertainty right now, man. We're just praying for safety for you and everything goes well.
How crazy is that? I mean, and not to make light of the situation and everything, but in my mind, this man or woman, whoever, this individual here is in a country that's just in unrest.
Uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're able to take a moment to tune into us crazy guys. I mean, to me,
that's love.
That's love, and that's humbling if you think about it. We can have people on here complaining about plans and planes and all this other stuff, but
and here's a person who lives in the country with so much uncertainty and just frankly just scary, dangerous things going on, and they still take time to say hello.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying hello, friend.
Yeah.
And we say hi back, and we'll be praying for you guys.
For sure. You
guys are doing great things.
Whew. What else we got going on here?
Let's see.
Got a whole bunch.
Did you go
stuff.
through all of this stuff already?
This stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
So I guess we could. touch base
someone did ask
quickly.
an earlier comment. What do we think about the TX16? We love them.
Yeah.
I'm learning more about it every time I pick it up. Lots of YouTube videos, and at first I was so scared of the operating system on it, and I didn't need to be. It's once you figure out the rules and the patterns, you realize it's just beautifully consistent through all of it.
That's right.
And a good friend Jeff Poole, he was kind of going through setups, and it's like, the way you're kind of like insert after and stuff like that. It's almost like you write blocks of code and then drop it in like rules, and then you put those rules in a certain order. But we're going to be learning more and more about it. But everything so far, I love value, and I love something that can grow with me. And the biggest thing I don't love is a bad user experience. The user experience isn't bad. It's just a very advanced radio with lots of capability. And the customized version, wow! If you guys want a special order one, this is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So go directly to you can go directly to the Radio Master site and get essentially all these things. I mean, there's flight test on the thing. There's your name on it. It's pretty. You can choose colors. It's awesome. I had to put this out here because Dustin said, "Love these custom cup. Are those on the store?" So good, Lee. I love that, bro.
It's custom, but it's not one of a kind because Stefan has one just like it. But it says Lee, and it has it crossed out.
I crossed it up on mine.
And then
cup.
I think he stole my cup.
We can afford to give you guys your own cups.
I'm telling you,
it's okay. I mean,
we're frugal.
He's repurposing his cup from the restaurant that he got earlier today.
Oh, dude, that not today. That's like a week old.
It's a week old. Yeah, I just keep refilling.
I guess that's rinsing it out at the same time. So
so you keep filling, and these are sturdy. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So I'm all good there. Allie says coming to AMA Muncie this year.
No plans on that this year, Allie.
No. Not at the moment.
Yeah.
We do have plans to have our own flight fest.
Yeah.
And then also We're looking into AirVenture.
Yeah.
We have things going on here, obviously, throughout the year.
We just did a that indoor flying with an
Mhm.
AMA club, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's
Kent State Fieldhouse.
And Allie, if you do go to AMA, please go to their awesome museum. It is so cool. I mean, talk about taking a walk back in time with just so many beautiful models and history. And
I've
stuff.
not been through that.
I remember it when I was a young kid, and there was the Delta Dart. I think they called it the Cub something back in the day as well too. But it was a little stick and tissue airplane. It was the first rubber band powered plane I built. I was so young. I was probably maybe 6 years old, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first free flight. I actually had an amazing experience.
That's awesome.
So you know what the FT Flyer is? I mean, you know what it is.
Long overdue of a revival.
Yeah, it'll get revived.
Right.
You know, the FT Flyer is nothing more than the Delta Dart.
No, I don't know. I just know
the Delta Dart was a free flight version, and they later made it RC, and it's just awesome. If you go to the museum, though, just take time to walk through. That whole grounds is incredible.
Yeah, it's he says yes, I want to visit the museum. Great idea.
You'll love it.
Phenomenal.
So Matt Allen's asking a question here. Where do I look or email? I run the Aviation RC New podcast, and we are about to talk giant scale. What do you mean? Where do you look to get in
for email?
Yeah, look for email. You can do a support at flighttest.com is the best way, and then it gets filtered to whoever it needs to. Just a heads up for everyone. Josh does not receive emails directly, and that's not because we don't like him receiving, but we take most of the emails. So if you text in or email in and say, "Hey Josh, how you doing?" and Josh emails you back, it's you. And if it says JB, it's usually Jen Bixler.
No. If it's signed JB,
I've seen it.
Does Jen just no?
You have been hacked.
Impersonated.
Yes.
You know what? From now on, whenever I answer it, because I do answer some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Here's the problem.
It's just you're busy. It's not that you don't care.
Well, on top of that, I'm riddled with ADD, so I'm just like all over the place.
I wasn't saying the negative.
It takes So you guys deserve a timely response, and I'm not good at that. So,
and that's okay because here's the thing. That's called teamwork.
Yes, it is.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's a big deal because like could you imagine me having to design airplanes? I'm just saying. Okay, so if you
could talk the design into fruition, I mean that would be you'd be able
talking into submission.
Yes.
Think about stick figures versus someone who can paint art.
Yeah,
like that's what you would have. So that's why we're here as a team.
We have been blessed with just amazing team here because these guys put so much energy into basically giving me bandwidth to be able to design and to do what I get to do. And basically, if they had their way, I'd be getting design airplanes, maybe. Eating some goldfish.
It's here.
No one said anything.
Smiles back.
Nobody said anything. That's actually very concerning.
That's good. Well, they're almost gone now. So, but we got plenty of snacks thanks to our good friends.
Right.
They've given me bandwidth to design, and there's almost a whole year where I didn't design anything, and you got me back.
About like 10 months or something like that.
Can't wait.
10 months.
Yeah, can't wait for the Nano Flurkin. But there's so many things that are going to be coming out this year, and I love it. So thank you.
Yeah, the Nano Flurkin. The Speedster Flurkin,
the Race Flurkin,
or the race Flurkin,
and then the Boomin Flurkin, and
the
then the
Flurkin,
ATF Flurkin.
The ATF. I mean, there's Flurkins everywhere.
Don't forget the Easy Flurkin.
So there's. Wait a second, I thought it was the Flurkin 5.
Well, the Easy will be in the Easy line. It's
Flurkin 5.5,
5 1/4,
5.5.
Yes, please. There has to be something for the kids. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my golly.
Yes. Hit that like button. Thanks, Dan.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Oh yeah.
That's how we roll.
Good stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna be busy a lot.
Yes. Lots of busy things. We got lots of events going on. We just got things just happening every day, which is crazy.
Do us a favor too. The podcast gentlemen, if there's someone you would love to hear from the industry on the show, where were they? I'm just throwing you under the bus, but
you can either obviously you can put in comments here, and we'll try to remember. But also,
don't put it in comments here. This is a terrible place for it.
Okay, that's great.
No,
that's fair enough. I mean,
because how often do we go back?
No, we don't. I'm saying you can put it in the comments here if you want to, but we're not going to be able to remember that. Is what I was trying to get at.
I don't think you were going to say that. That's ad lib. Come on now.
We just talked about how much harmony is. You guys are busting me.
Moving on. No. So probably support at flighttest.com would probably be the best place to move forward with that. So
yes,
go there, support at flighttest.com, make a suggestion. The other option would be for us to do a forum thread podcast guest forum thread or something like that, where you could post like who you want to see. We do check that kind of stuff too, but I would go support flighttest.com.
Yeah, I think that you're right, because those help tickets, we can search those a whole lot easier and go back through them, and they're all archived.
Yeah, I think when Jen goes through a lot of them, there's like show ideas, and she puts that in a folder. And
yeah.
All good
for sure.
Hood.
I'm surprised my wife has not razzed me through here.
Well, Shannon was on earlier. I saw her.
Yeah, my wife was on,
and she said hi to Jen.
She's okay.
So Jen either was on here for a second, or
she's like, "What do you guys talk about today? I want to prepare." I was like,
I love it.
What's it say? The way they bake her love it. If Lee is misfit, does that mean Stefan is Mr.
Show us the man.
Dustin nails it every time.
Oh, he does.
You win the internet
right
again,
now.
buddy.
I think Dustin stays up late at night and writes these ones down, and then
he's quick.
oh yeah,
He is witty. Dustin Hanlon
he's
is
a
Dustin
guy.
the Wittyman Hanlon kind of Russian.
You got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that's
he was at the fly-in the other night. He come out and he pulled a landing gear or something out of his pocket and something out of this pocket. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, I'm just going around and taking parts off people's planes and just putting in my pockets.
What?
He was joking, obviously.
Oh man,
I know that's terrible.
Oh, it was awesome.
that's hilarious. Here's a good question, and I think we've talked about this before. But any chance of Flight Fest this year near John Overstreet's location, Flight Test Midwest? The answer is no, not this year.
But we don't know exactly what's going on. There's definitely not going to be a Flight Fest.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's still
Up in the air.
No
pun intended.
No pun intended. Yes, for Oshkosh. So if we don't go to Oshkosh, we might do like
we'll do
an
something
appearance.
else.
Yeah, and it would more than likely be.
Could be a John thing. Could be. No one knows.
Did you just yawn?
I did. I tried to breathe in, and
He doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee. I didn't have as much sweet tea.
I got some 5 hour.
No, you're good.
I
I
do.
need more pretzels. That's
Ooh,
what
I
it
saw
Okay.
Trappy. I love Trappy.
Boom.
Raphael Perker.
I forgot. Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't. I didn't mean now.
Oh, I was just trying to hook a brother up.
Hey, thanks, man.
Oh,
I guess
Oh,
I have.
man.
I guess I have to eat one now. At this
Well,
point.
hey, make sure you get it done because we're like counting at the end of time.
oh my goodness.
What?
Highlight the one below Trappy.
We
That is such a
need-
great show idea.
We need a
Oh.
video with a flirkin.
Dropping
the
So,
Tesseract.
so in Captain Marvel, the Flurkin and the cat ate the Tesseract. What were we talking about with the ATF Flurkin?
Oh,
A monster flirkin?
Yes.
The glowing. Oh,
It's a great
you
idea.
know, Rara, I don't even know you, but I love you, man.
Hey, Rara SVT, do me a favor. Email me directly, and let me know. Give me your info and everything.
Love it.
So this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
idea.
thank you, Rara.
Boom.
Oh,
Hashtag winning.
saying it right? Rara? Rara?
Or, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find
Raw.
out.
Is it rah?
We'll find out.
Rah. Is it like, or is it rah? Yeah, let us know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Give us the name.
All right. Hey, so we need to start wrapping it up.
Oh my God.
That's
Is
right.
it
50, 58 minutes almost.
It is. So, Stefan, before we wrap it up, or as we're wrapping up, whatever, can we go through the Flight Test Life and the platforms and
Yes,
everything?
correct. So, as everybody heard, hopefully in the beginning, if you're still here, if not, if you're new to this cast, we're currently on the FTCA YouTube.
Hold on a second.
Yes,
Rah. It
Rah,
is
rah.
Leah Flight Test.
rah. Oh, it's rah.
Rah.
Okay.
Rah. LeahFlightTest.com.
That's cool.
Boom.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So currently we are on this podcast, and on Tuesdays we are normally on the FTCA YouTube, the Flight Test YouTube, and the Flight Test Facebook page. From here on out, starting next week, Tuesday and Thursday every week, we are going to no longer be on the Flight Test main channel YouTube page. We will be going to change that to the Flight Test Life YouTube channel page.
Which the majority, looking at this right here, 127 out of the 180 right now are on our main channel.
Right. So the 100 and some odd people that are on the main channel, go subscribe to the FTCA or the FT Life or both, please. And you can watch us there. So we'll be going live on the FTCA YouTube channel, the Flight Test Life YouTube channel, and the Flight Test Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
That's where you'll be able to find both of the podcasts that go on Tuesday and on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, hey, no, and Patrick Murphy, love you, dude. He says you guys got demoted. No, it's not. It's not a demotion. It's actually just algorithms and crazy stuff with YouTube, and
it was confusion.
Yeah,
and confusion. Basically, what was going on was sometimes people would drop in here and say, "This is what Flight Test is now. Right. I don't want it," and then they turn off. Because not everyone loves podcasts and three friends talking about planes and life and anything in between.
Yeah.
So that was a hard thing. There was so much confusion of Flight Test. Oftentimes with different channels, you can make sure there's clarity in what it is. So it's just better for everybody to make sure that clarity is preserved.
Yeah, you're serving the purpose on the specific platforms that you need to serve that purpose for. So it works out. It works out well.
Yeah.
So check us out on those platforms next week, starting on Tuesday with the Reacts live stream, and then this our main live podcast as well.
Do you have any words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom, huh? Well, I do have two.
I have one. I have one
jacket.
for you. Yes,
okay.
You stole mine.
Oh, did it?
What'd you say?
Wear a life jacket.
Wear a life jacket.
Dang, no.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Dang it! I was gonna say that.
All three of us were taking.
Well, you know what? That's right. So now I only have one. Okay. So if you are looking for a transmitter, and you don't have one in mind yet, or if you're like searching for one, we would highly recommend the Radio Master transmitter line to just take a look at it, see if it fits you. We really love them so far, and like I said, like you heard Josh earlier, they do great work. A lot of top pilots are using them nowadays, as well as other pilots. So make sure you check that out. Give them some love because they're fantastic, and we've really enjoyed working with them up to this point already. So
all right.
That's my word of wisdom.
All right. Well, hey,
thanks for listening, guys.
Johan Norris said, read Josh. Take care, brother. God bless you guys. Be good. Be safe. I love y'all. Hey, that's a good way in. God bless you too.
Love y'all.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Do well, y'all. See you guys.
See ya.